Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, a northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport for those of you who want to fly in and take a look at something in person. Well, today we're going to talk about what I find is really a neat car, a 1965 Olds 442 convertible. Boy, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we're going to do a walk around, we'll do a cold start, give you all the details of what is the early stages for Oldsmobile in the muscle car era. Yes, Olds, of course, came out with their famous 303 back in 49, but now we've got in 1965, we have the 442s, which came out in 64. Now, this particular unit is really neat. Number one, it's kind of a rare model because it is a convertible, but it is also that we have all the original paperwork for this car. So yes, you want to click on the link in our description and it'll take you right to this car, give you all that information, give you the pricing, and you'll still have access to our over 100 additional cars and vehicles that we currently have on our sales floor here at Ellingson's. Everything from the 1920s all the way up into the 2000s and beyond. So if you're looking for your first collectible vehicle or 100th, Ellingson Motor Cars is a good place to look. Make sure to check out that website, www.ellingsonmotorcars. Well, let's get into some of the details of this 1965 442. Back in the era, it was very subtle. It had a little 442 emblem in the back quarter and, of course, in the grille here as well. It's got the little 442. Under the hood, of course, is what makes this super special. It's got the 400 cubic inch V8 engine, the 4-barrel. This particular car, even though it's a convertible, has the 4-speed manual transmission. Talk about a really cool thing. You don't see very many of them, and I remember at the drag strip, I thought that was really special when you seen these convertibles out there running through the lights because they would get up and go, that is for sure. Now, the nice other thing about this car, beautiful paint, Provincial White, nice color. It's a good color for a convertible, if you know what I mean. Just really has a nice look to it with all the chrome that runs down the side with Oldsmobile. It just is really special. My dad was a big Olds man, so I've been around these cars all my life, and I just really like to feel the luxury. Oldsmobile was always a little bit above what all the other cars were. You know, the Chevrolets were okay, but I mean, the Oldsmobile was known to be a little bit more luxurious. And this, of course, 1965, the second year for the 442s. Now, 442, a lot of people, what does that stand for? Didn't it always stand for 4-barrel, 4-speed, and dual exhaust? Well, it could in 64, but in 65, you could also get an automatic. So instead of being the 4-speed, it is called the 400 engine and the 4-barrel and the dual exhaust. So it's still 442, does have a meaning, and it's just one of those little trivia things that I always think about when these cars came out, because this is really just the muscle car era is just starting to go like this. All the luxury and stuff that they're getting and performance was just coming to, just starting. But this particular car has lots of nice features. Of course, it does have the 400 engine, but it also has power steering. Nice to have on a car of this size. It's a bigger car. Plus, it's got the radial redline tires, which is, makes it really a much more pleasant car to drive down the road. Safer, rides nicer. Plus, it's got the upgraded wire wheel hubcaps. I like those with the spinner. And that is just really sets this car off. But yes, look how nice the chrome runs down the side. And there's where your little 442 emblems are on the side. We happen to have all the paperwork for this car, the original window sticker protecto plate, which is another neat thing to have. Whenever you're getting these old cars, that stuff is just nice to have, not a necessity, but I think just really adds to the credibility of the car to let you know this really is a 442. Has one other feature that it didn't come with in 1965, but has been installed. It does have the aftermarket air conditioning. Even though it's a convertible, top down, whatever, boy, you get a nice hot day. It's kind of nice to have air conditioning if it gets a little on the too warm side. Also has a beautiful wood steering wheel as well. Bucket seats, that's all part of the package that you got when you ordered the 442. Beautiful top as well. Look at this boot. There's a brand new boot on here. Just completes the whole look, just makes our car look really nice and streamlined. Of course, as I said earlier, it does have dual exhaust. Dual exhaust coming out the back and the back end here. But the other thing about this car, and this is always something I think about, because if you're a golfer, whatever, like to go to the course, whatever, you can get a couple of sets of golf clubs in this car. That early Corvette just isn't going to cut it, whereas this thing actually has lots of room in the trunk for traveling, going to car shows, put your chairs in there, or like I said, a couple sets of golf clubs. Really, really a nice thing to have. But 1965, like I said, Oldsmobile was really they wanted to keep up with all the other guys that were starting to come out with the muscle car stuff. And the 442 was just one of those things. And it went for many years. It was one of those things that Olds found it was a good thing to have. And by golly, there's no exception to that rule. I just like the fact that it's just a very, very nice car with the bucket seats, padded dash. I mean, the air conditioning, 4-speed. It's just really, really got the stuff that you want. And it does have one of my other features that I always talk about in all my videos. It does have the vent windows. I just like vent windows. If you have most of the car closed up due to if it's cooler outside, but you want fresh air to come in, I just always have liked that. Now you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe. We appreciate it very much. You'll have all access to the information on this car, our current inventory, which is well over 100, plus you'll have access to some of the cars that we sold over the last several years as well. So if you got time to peruse those sites and whatever, kind of a fun thing to do. Ellingson Motor Cars is known to have really, really interesting stuff, kind of more unusual. Like I said, you just don't see these very often. But the other thing that I always talk about, well, when you buy a car like this from Ellingson's, we can help you with several different things. If you're in the process of buying it and said, well, how do I finance this car? We go to our toolbar at our Ellingson website and you click on financing and it will help you fill out a credit app, or you give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our very best to get you qualified for financing of these collector cars. We know who to talk to. You go to your local bank or whatever credit union, they probably don't even know what a 65 Oldsmobile is. It's not, not something that they're maybe familiar with, but people we work with are. The other thing that we have access is if you purchase a vehicle from us, we can help get it shipped any place in the world. So don't let that stop you. Say, well, I live in California, or I live in Texas or Florida, or whatever. We ship cars out every week all over the country. We can help get that arranged for you as well. So don't take that on. It's kind of challenging in this day and age, but we are kind of what I would call experts in that and been doing it for a long time. So, but there are some of you out there that say, this isn't exactly the car I'm looking for, but I am looking for a collectible car. The other thing on our toolbar across the top is we have the car finder. If you want to click on that, we give us the information of what you're looking for. You'll be the first one we'll notify if we get something like that that you're looking for. We'll give you a call, see if it's just what you were looking for. And then there are those of you out there who said, I really like your videos. They're fun to watch. It's nice to hear the car run. And we know that everything has been looked at and inspected, whatever. But I got to touch it in person. I got to make sure it's here. Well, we're happy to have you come down to Ellingson's. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. For those of you who want to touch it, make sure you fit in the car, any of those kind of things that are important to you as well. The other thing I always want to make sure that, we're willing to do a FaceTime. You want to do a FaceTime or whatever, we're more than happy to do it. Probably the number one key to let you know that it's not a scam. Because out there, if you know there's lots of that stuff out there on the internet right now, they're not willing to do a FaceTime with you, run away as fast as you can. Because that usually means there's something amok and it's not quite what you want. Well, if you're looking for something, you want that muscle car. You want something that's a little more luxurious, a little more unique, not quite as common, if you will, as some other cars out there. A 1965 Olds 442 just might be your exact ticket you're looking for. Give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our very best to get this car into your hands. Thank you again for watching the video, and if you have questions, always give us a call or email us or text us. Thank you, and we'll see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.